The seventh presentation is from Ms. Aoi Koga, Ms. Tran Hien, and Ms. Midori Goto. Please start.
Hello everyone. We came from Sojo University in Kumamoto. My name is Aoi.
My name is Midori.
My name is Hing.
And together, we are Siamo, a business group. Siamo is Japanese short term, shiawase o motto. It means bring more happiness. It's also our message to the world.
Do you know that even though the Earth's surface is 70% of water, only 0.01% of it is drinkable? Water is something indispensable for human survival. However, right now it's polluted in many places. So why is it? The main reason is farmers want strong crop, so they use too many chemical compounds in their fertilizers. Year after year, those chemical compounds keep increasing and polluting the ground. Then they eventually go to our precious underground water and vegetables. Both can make a huge damage to our health. So the relationship between farmer and environment is not always working because those chemical compounds are an obstruction. Then, instead of those harmful chemical compounds, why don't we use something so nature that does no harm to the environment, but still give us strong growth? Good news, we do find something like that. It's called photosynthetic bacteria. Using it, the farmer and environment relationship can go smoothly.
For anyone who hasn't heard about photosynthetic bacteria or would like to call it PSB, here is some information for you. PSB is the first bacteria that appears on the Earth. It appeared about 35 million years ago and keeps thriving today. So this bacteria is very eco-friendly. Besides, PSB consumes nitrate nitrogen, one of the harmful chemical compounds in fertilization, and changes it to amino acid for the crops to use. It means PSB can be used in fertilization. Through fertilization, PSB has many positive impacts. PSB not only prevents disease, but also increases yield and improves crops quality. Here you can see the environmental image using PSB. Compared with other fertilizers, PSB left no harmful chemical compounds.
But if PSB is that great, why haven't we used until now? The answer is microbiome materials are very, very expensive. Or specifically, providing nutrition for PSB is expensive. For example, normal PSB product costs up to 9,000 yen to make 100 liters. To reduce the cost, we must find another culture medium to provide nutrition for PSB. Interestingly enough, we stumbled upon the distillation residue of shochu as a solution. This distillation can be bought for 6 yen per 1 kilogram. Very cheap, isn't it? Let's start with why we choose shochu among all things. Well, Miss Aoi here is very fond of Kumamoto shochu. Shochu master.
Yeah.
She wants to promote it and develop it. So she researched everything related to it.
After many months researching and trying to combine many kinds of PSB with different kind of culture medium, finally we developed a solution. And here is a product, Kumaret. Kumaret is a combination of PSB and distillation residue of shochu. This combination can still maintain PSB's characteristics, such as being eco-friendly and prevent crop disease, at only half price, 3,500 yen for a set of Kumaret to make 100 liters of PSB. Besides, with Kumaret, using microbiome material has never been easier. This is how you can make it at home. First, we add shochu distillation residue with water and shake it. Shake. Next, we add PSB with more water and shake it again. Then we wait for 1 week. And we are done.
In addition, using Kumaret means you don't have to spend a lot of money in the other fertilizers anymore. Not only that, but also Kumaret will make the crop stronger, increase the yield, and improve the crop quality. We tried Kumaret on the real field and calculated the result. So this is actual result. Here you can see the profit has gone from 60,000 yen to 150,000 yen, meaning farmers have 90,000 yen more for each ton, which is approximately 1,000 square meters.
These are our customers right now in Kumamoto. In the future, we want to expand our business, not only in Kumamoto, but also Kyushu or Japan, and eventually the world. For global business, we did some investigations in Thailand. Farmers in Thailand seem very conscious about protecting the environment by using microbiome material, so we think it is a good place to start.
This is a bit complex business model, so because we don't have enough time to explain clearly, so here's the simple version. Right now, we're making Kumaret in our laboratory. Next year, we will have a factory to make it. For the third step, we will build our own factory in Kumamoto. Our main market will be online. For overseas expansion, we plan to start our service in Thailand and Vietnam at first. These organizations are supporting us now. However, we need more partners for a bigger picture, especially overseas partners. Finally, this is our vision for Kumaret in the future. By using Kumaret, we will decrease the cost for recycling distillation ratio to 0. We see Kumaret as an environmental protection product. Kumaret will also make the crop disease resistant and deliver safe food for humans. So please join us and make clean the environment. Thank you for your listening.
And thank you, Ms. Hien, Ms. Goto, and Ms. Koga. And now we'll go to the judges for questions.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the good presentation. I enjoyed it very much.
Thank you.
I guess one of the results is that we should be drinking much more shochu from now on. I feel a little drunk after looking at watching the film. But one question, you mentioned you should start from Thailand and Vietnam.
Yes.
Why not Japan?
Well, we
They
already
don't
start
consume
Japan.
much shochu there, do they?
Yes. For Thailand and Vietnam, if we start, we have to export our distillation ratio of shochu, and we actually got the ICCA agreement. So I think export distillation ratio of shochu and BSB is possible. For decide to start as Thailand and Vietnam, because like as we said, in Thailand, the farmers seem very conscious about using micro material. So we think it's a good place to start. The farmer already knew. And for Vietnam, because I'm a Vietnamese, I want to bring a good product to our country, my country.
Okay, thank you. Also, the cost is effective, and as I see from your presentation,
Yes.
Productivity is pretty good, or better than the usual fertilizers and pesticides. Is there any weakness in your technology or business model? Which part is most challenging, that challenging part that you have to overcome?
Well, right now, actually, the challenging part is we want to make a large amount of BSB. But however, right now we are making in our laboratory, so it's just we have to start with small amount, as it takes a little bit more time, and we got no profits right now. So next year we start to plan our company actually, and we land another factory to make it for us for review of mass production.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, now we'll go to the second judge for questions.
Thank you for your very interesting presentation. I have two quick questions. First, you have already experienced in Thailand and Vietnam. It is a bit the difference in terms of temperature, the annual-based temperatures. It's fluctuated, but normally the higher temperature in Vietnam, Thailand than the temperatures in Kumamoto. And do you have any feedback from these fields in Thailand, Vietnam, how to improve, or you can do as you have done in Japan?
Well, actually, we just start in this July this year. So right now we try our products on 20 agriculture high school in over Kyushu, and try our products in different environments to see how it will maintain the effect. So for Thailand and Vietnam, because the high temperature, maybe the BSB will die sooner. Actually, right now it takes 3 months for one set of BSB will die. So maybe the higher temperature, the BSB will die sooner. And if we want to oversee expansions, maybe we should come there and research it actually.
Great, thank you. And the next question is you are going to scale up from experimental phase to the factory base, manufacturing more. And what is your plan to scale up your production?
For scale up production, what do you mean?
You are now from experimental phase at the laboratory.
Yes.
You are going to develop further to produce more by factory.
Yes.
Now, what is your next plan to move forward in the future?
Well, next year we actually build our CMO company, and because we don't have enough financial supporting right now, so we land another factory to make it for us. Then in the next, we try as best as we can in the next 3 years to have our own factory in Kumamoto.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you for your questions.
Okay, thank you, and thank you, judges. And now it's audience time. Does anyone in the audience have a question? There's a lady in the middle there with a mask.
I'm from Sojo University. My name is Safitri. So I heard that about the residual, the shochu residue. So for the factory that makes shochu, they have to pay for if they want to, throw it away. But in this case, you guys buy it from them with 6 yen per kilogram, I think.
Yes.
Was it true? So is it possible, like I know it's already really cheap, but is it possible to make it like 0 yen? I mean that it's because that you save the money, right? If they want to throw it away, then they have to pay something. But you save them the money from throwing it away. Why can't they just give it away to you? I mean that I know it's already really cheap, but speaking from the business side.
Well, right now for recycling, the distillation ratio costs about 8,000 per ton for recycling, and in 1 year, 28 companies in Kumamoto Shochu cost about 300 million in for recycling. And if we can expand this factory, this Kumares, we will pay them a lot for that. So we try as best as we can to reduce the cost to 0. Thank you for your question.
And thank you very much for that question. And thank you, Ms. Koga, Ms. Hien, and Ms. Goto for a wonderful presentation.
ありがとうございました。